This podcast is powered by The Plug.
I'm your host, Chardonnay, aka Coco Madame, and I'm so excited to be here. What's up, everyone, and welcome to Hustle Bunny. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Hustle Bunny. It's your host, Chardonnay, aka Coco Madame, and we are in studio again with the very lovely Miss Kelsey Skye. Welcome. How are you?
I'm doing well. Happy to be here. How are you?
I'm doing very well. It's always nice to have you back. You're,
hey,
like I said, you're basically my co-host at this point. What is this
Yes.
episode, like number 5?
You can't get rid of me.
No, well, neither do we want to.
Oh, hey, thanks. You're so nice. So nice.
Well, it's always a pleasure speaking with you. So today's episode was actually sent in by a longtime, I guess, follower and fan and friend at this point. His name is William.
Hi, William.
Yes, shout out to William.
Shout out to William.
Yes, he wanted to do an episode today on relationships and kind of a woman's insight on what they look for when looking for a man, and then kind of, you know, if we've dated outside of our comfort zone, or, you know, just different, you know, I mean, I guess like everyone kind of has like a perspective, you know, kind of given the work that we do, like with you being like a Playboy model and myself as well, and just kind of like living such a kind of fast-paced lifestyle. I guess they kind of think that we're going for like a specific type of person, and they just want a little bit insight
like
on what it is
boy.
that we like. Yeah, I know, right? They think we're just dating all the fuck boys.
Right. Which, I mean, we kind of have, but you know.
You know what? It was trial and error.
It was in the past, damn it.
Yes.
You live and you learn.
Yes. And I guess we'll start here. Are you dating anyone currently?
Thank you for listening to this episode. If you or your company are looking to jump into the podcast world, now is the time. The Plug Agency is here to connect you to the full power of podcasting. You just record and leave the rest to us. The people are listening and want to hear from you. theplug-agency.com. That's theplug-agency.com. Click the link in the episode description for an exclusive offer.
911?
What's your emergency?
Yeah, somebody's just broke into my house.
Okay, we'll get a unit over shortly.
Okay, please hurry.
Real quick, can you verify your race for us?
I'm black. No, I'm sorry, I'm white. I'm full white.
Okay, can you answer a few questions just to confirm?
Okay.
Okay, how do you feel about Black Lives Matter?
All lives matter.
Nice. Did OJ do it?
Yeah, he did it.
Okay, who's the best boxer in the United States?
Jake Paul.
King of R&B.
Justin Bieber.
Okay, last question. Say ask.
X. Oh, fuck. No, hey!
No, I am in the dating scene. I am going out on dates. However, I'm not exclusively dating anyone yet.
Okay. Yes.
We'll be positive. We'll put the positivity out there and say yes.
Yes, because, you know, COVID kind of took everyone out of the dating game, because there's not too many like events to go to where you can go, you know, see what people really like to do.
Yeah, I mean, we just now started being able to go to restaurants again, like dine indoors again, and not freeze our asses off outside. So
yeah, especially
you know,
out here in the cold old Colorado. Like I'm not sitting outside. I'm not ordering hot food for it to get cold in 10 seconds. I would not be a fun
exactly. It would be like, can we just leave? Let's leave.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You said that you are dating though, right?
Yes.
Do you kind of have like your checklist of what you're looking for when you go out?
I do. Yeah, so if we're talking physically wise, they have to have nice teeth. Nice
That's
teeth
a
is a
must.
must for me. It is. Like you can't have the jagged shark teeth over here
Yeah,
just
no,
poking
because I
out.
think it makes up like 90% of your face. Like, let's be
It
real.
it does. It really does. And you know what? I don't discriminate on if you have braces or whatever, because that means you're working on it. It's a work in progress. Cool, but like you can't just be like you gotta have a dental plan, my dude.
Yeah,
Like now.
yeah, we gotta, yeah, yeah. That's like a because I feel like if you don't care for your teeth, it's like, and like you know what? Like I said, no judgment because you're not everyone is born with like these great, perfect, big, pearly
Right.
white teeth.
Absolutely. But you
But
should
you know,
have
I'm like
goals
working
to be
on it.
better. Like
Yes,
you should have personal goals to like, I don't know, fix
yeah, exactly.
them.
But I won't lie though, I have gotten hit on by some toothless ass motherfuckers.
Not toothless. They just said throw
Toothless.
the whole teeth away.
Just nothing in there, just gums. And I don't mean
Oh
old man either. I'm talking about
no.
some people who they were just confident within themselves and they were
Oh
confident
my.
enough to have.
What in the Mama June? Oh no. What is that?
You know
Where'd
what? I
that
always think
go?
to this. I was like, is this what I attract?
Right?
Is this the thing?
Right? Is this
Toothless,
it? Is this what we're doing now?
old toothless over here.
Oh, toothless. I'm like, your own teeth didn't want to stay with you. What makes you think I want to? God, I didn't even want to stick it out with your ass.
Right. Like what happened?
Oh no.
And I also had one of my really good friends from like middle school and high school, so one of my childhood friends,
Hmm.
her name was Sage, and she dated this guy, and his name was David, and he uh she had called me one day. She had called me the next morning. I guess David had stayed the night at her house,
Hmm.
and girls, we do the same thing too. We take off our makeup, we take off our lashes, you get comfortable.
Right.
Apparently he had a flipper or like fake teeth put in. He took them
Oh.
out
Oh.
that night and
Oh.
put them in a kick stand. But here's the kicker.
Oh God.
He had to put them back in the next morning with Gorilla Glue.
Now wait a sec. Hold on. I feel like we've had our fair share of encounter with like seeing what happens when you use Gorilla Glue lately.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
She called me the next day. She's like, you know what? Like he's really nice. And, he was good looking and like
Yeah.
sometimes it's not a deal breaker, but I think the Gorilla Glue kind of threw everything.
Right. Well, the thing is, if the roles were reversed, would they stick around if we pulled that? If we were like,
Right.
oh, gotta take my front teeth out now. Like, don't mind me. It's like, you
Yeah,
don't
I don't
know.
know. I mean, that's like another thing too. I've always kind of thought is that I feel like guys have a higher physical standard. They're more
Oh,
of like
absolutely.
physical, physical
Yeah.
creatures. So I feel like their standards of women are way higher
Hmm.
physically than women's standards are physically for men.
I agree 100%. I feel like guys have to be physically attracted to someone um a lot in order to I don't want to say give him a chance, but like to actually pay attention and stuff. And then with girls, it's like, yeah, he might not be the best looking, but he treats me right. He does this, blah blah blah. Like I feel like you hear that more with women saying that than you ever will with men.
Yeah, because you have like your pros and your cons. You're like, okay, well, he might not be like a 6'5", you know what I mean? Or
Right.
he ain't perfect here or
Exactly.
there, but everything else makes up for it. So you like
Right.
women have the tendency to always look over the physical.
Hmm.
And I think that's why we always see some like really like bad bitches with some guys that are like, why is that even like a thing? And then you
Right.
realize like it's not just the physical aspect, but that person gives that woman everything that they're personally looking for on their checklist of things, whether that's like making them laugh or making them feel secure, whether that's
Yeah.
like physically, mentally, emotionally, like all those things that's on, I feel like every woman's checklist.
Right.
So yeah, I think That's always been one of those things too. I feel like guys are more physical. Like I feel like their expectations and their standards are just way higher
Yeah,
on that aspect.
definitely.
Um,
Definitely.
so have you? So you're in the dating scene right now. I've been out of the dating scene for a minute.
Yeah, you've been out.
I've been out the game for a minute. So,
Yes.
doesn't mean like I still don't, I'm flattered that I still get hit on. It's
Right.
very flattering, of course, but
When they have teeth.
they have,
When they have teeth.
right. Or someone who's like 55 and older, like, no.
Sure.
No.
Sure.
Because then I feel like people, like, when I tell my partner now, I think he thinks like I'm like getting hit on by like all these like, hot guys, whatever.
Right.
Whatever. No, I'm not.
No.
I'm getting hit on by people's dads.
By someone's grandpa.
Someone's grandpa. Someone's uncle.
Exactly.
So it's never any fun.
No. Not the confidence booster you think.
No, it's not. You're like, no.
Like, oh, no, now I gotta go hide.
Yes, I gotta reevaluate my life.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
I know when I was on the dating scene and I was just trying everything, I guess, as far as different jobs, different ethnicities.
Yeah.
I was just kind of being open to the idea, been open to the spectrum of different ages. Just kind of giving it out to figure out what I do like and what I don't like, I guess.
Right.
How about you? Have you been trying out?
I've been trying everything across the board. I have been trying short, tall, fit, dad bod. Jobs are like all over the place. Don't even look for a specific field or anything. Because I don't really have I used to think when I was younger, I used to think I had a type, and I probably did when I was younger, but now it's just more about like you said, how do you make me feel? Do I enjoy my time with you? Do you make me feel comfortable? Can I have a good time? Do we laugh? Like all this stuff. So it's not specifically based on look. So I've been trying different ethnicities, trying different body types, all that.
Right. Because I remember when I was like younger, and I was like dating, I had a type too. I was like, I just want to date this, and this.
Yeah.
And if it's not this, and this, then I'm not dating it.
Right.
And, the older that I got and the more, I guess, comfortable within myself that I got, I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm going to try it. They're nice enough to ask me on a date. At least, if anything, it's a free meal.
Right. Well, unless they try to pull the whole, oh, let's just meet up for drinks. Like, sir, I'm hungry. Like, no. I don't want it. Yes, feed me. If
you're gonna get a real angry bitch. You're gonna get a real angry, cranky bitch, and then you're gonna be like, oh, well, she was a bitch. And it's like, no, sir, I was hungry.
I was hangry.
Hangry. You could have gave me some chicken nuggets. I would have been happy.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so first things first, don't ever, like if you want to, first of all, the first date is supposed to be when you put your best foot forward, like
right.
You're showing each other what you've got, basically,
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, that's what I view a first date as, like I'm showing up with hair looking nice, makeup done, nice outfit, nice perfume, all this stuff. So I'll be damned if I do all that to show up to like either a coffee date, like, sir, this is not an interview. Stop it. Or just like be an adult and take me out to actual food. Like,
right.
I don't understand.
Yeah. And I think that we're kind of heading away from like that chivalry. Like, I feel like a lot of guys just want like a quick fix, and it's like they want like instant gratification. They don't want to put in the work, and they kind of huff and puff about it. But it's like, I'm sorry, like I still want to be treated like a lady. Like I want to be wined and dined. I want to go try like different things. Like, because let's say you pick out a restaurant and it's like an Indian restaurant, like that gives me an idea of who you are. It's like, okay, like you're willing to explore different things. Like if you want to go, bowling, or if you want to go see a movie, or like things like that. But like, I feel like sitting down and having dinner with someone, like you said, it is like that initial first impression.
It is. And you can see like their different mannerisms, or like how they treat the waiter and stuff like that. It's so many different things. And it's just like, if you're putting in minimal effort on the first date, then what makes you think I want to find out how much lower we can go? Like,
Exactly.
no.
And I get
No.
like, you might get nervous or something because it's like, oh, like I'm going on a date with like this, this super gorgeous girl and she's a Playboy model. And like, I can understand that. But like, if the nerves don't start to subside after like a little bit, then it's like, oh man, are you just always like, I don't know. There's always like a vibe you can get from guys too.
Yeah,
you can just
definitely.
instantly tell. And I'm like a firm believer in that too. Like you can instantly tell if you connect with someone or if their vibe is right or if it's not,
Right. Yeah, I 100% agree. 100%.
Yeah, and I feel like if you go to like a concert or something, it's like, okay, you guys like the same music, but it's like I can't really talk to you and really see
No,
you.
that's like going to the movies for a first date. Like I could have done this at home. Like we could have just not talked in our own houses. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. You could have just sat there, whatever. It's like you have to sit down face to face and get those interactions. Like there's just no way around it. And if you aren't doing that,
don't invite us. Don't invite me. Don't invite me. You're not invited regardless, but
No, you have to put in that work. And I think because it is one of those things that's like dying, like taking your girl out on a date is like one of those things that's just kind of dwindling away. And it's more appreciated when it's done.
Right.
Because chivalry is not dead, guys. Like, you should still open the door for the girl. You should still take her out to dinner. You should still make her feel like, the only
special.
girl.
Yeah, exactly. And like, it's sad that we even have to ask for a door to be held open. Like, first of all,
yeah,
sir, just open the door. Open the door.
Or else I'm gonna be standing here looking real crazy.
Exactly.
I'm gonna walk out the door that I just walked into, and I'm gonna walk my ass right on home.
Yep. So, I agree.
I'm trying to think here. When it comes down, I guess, to like different ethnicities, I feel like I've been in more interracial relationships than not.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I've tried it all. I've tried all 32 flavors.
Okay, old Baskin Robbins over there.
I mean, I've tried, I've been with Indian guys. I've been with like Middle Eastern guys. I've been with Hispanic. I've been with white, Black, Filipino, like Puerto Rican. Like, like I haven't just been like, I just need this. I just want this guy to be this.
Right. Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy too, because when you start dating outside of your race, it's always fun, right? It's always like different and exciting. But then sometimes you kind of come into like little barriers to where like probably wouldn't really work based
right. I feel like with the very conservative, very traditional, I guess, religions,
right.
which, like with Indian guys or with, Middle Eastern or even sometimes Hispanic too, I guess. But like their family would not be approving if they knew that we posed for Playboy,
Yeah. And
so I think that has a big thing. That has a big play in it too, because when you do start dating out of, your comfort zone and what you're used to and everything, that is a real thing that you have to deal with sometimes. And you have to have a conversation about that because it's not going to be all rainbows and bunnies. Like, they might not approve and you will never get their approval just because of your
and then you
photos.
Have, like, the black sheep, even if your person that you're dating is like really, you guys are really enjoying each other's time and you guys are really in love with each other. But I feel like not having the family's approval will always make you feel inadequate.
Right. Absolutely.
And I think that goes for like both ends. I think like the guy or the girl, I feel like if one of the families don't approve, then I feel like you guys can never really be in a relationship.
Yeah, it just won't work. because it's just going to put so much stress and strain on the relationship that eventually it's going to break you, and you both are going to be like, it's just not worth it. Like,
Yeah, it's not, because sometimes like I feel like your sanity is way more important than the relationship, because if you're always going to be stressed out for, let's say, hypothetically, for forever with this person,
yeah,
do you always want to feel like that for the next 40 or 50 years of your life, being with the one person? You're like, I probably could have found something that was just as great, as far as like the relationship level, without the extra, flack.
yeah.
Air
Well,
from
and you know what they
yeah.
say, like when you are marrying someone, you're marrying their family too. Like
Right.
that's so if they aren't on your side and it's going to be a battle the whole time, you might want to skedaddle.
Yeah, and you know what? It even comes like down to being with like you said, like a super conservative family, like even on a political aspect. Like I know some family members where they married someone who's super conservative compared to someone who's super liberal. And like
Mhm.
Thanksgiving at their house is definitely not fun.
Oh yeah, no.
You
What
know?
dinner? What
Yeah.
dinner?
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
no, that's not fun. Like, this isn't cool. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
going to sit at you and like yell politics at the top of my lungs with you.
Yeah, and
Like,
cut the
I
tension
never
with a
find
knife.
that to be
Ugh.
enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
No,
and I'm
definitely
gonna
not.
take it back here a few notches.
Hmm.
You said like when people find out that you post for Playboy, some people's families don't really enjoy it, but despite that, do you find that when people find that you shoot for Playboy, are they more intimidated when you're dating, or do you find that they're more intrigued?
I think, oh, see, that's a hard one because on some aspects, I feel like they get the wrong impression, because when you think of a Playboy model, you think sex kitten, this like super seductive woman and all this stuff, and it's like, like,
Yeah,
I'm not that 24/7. I mean, yeah, for the photo shoots is great, but like, I'm not on like that just 24/7. So I don't know. I feel like some of it they get the wrong impression. Others they can be intimidated, but they try to play it off like they're cool with it at first, but then later on down the road it starts like becoming more and more of an issue, and you can see that like they really just did not like it in the first place and should have just said that. Or I have had some who are intrigued and they're just like, oh, how did you get into that? And blah, blah, blah. So you can really tell, and someone's secure with themselves because everyone wants to date a model until they date. So it's
yeah,
hard meeting new
yeah.
people.
And I feel like you're completely right about that. Because I've had guys who've been like I said, they've been like super cool about it, right? Because I tell people up front, like when I was dating, I was like, this is what I do, this is who I am, this is the kind of work I do, and if you don't like it, then I mean, I might not be the girl for you. And I didn't
Right.
say in like layman's terms like that, but I kind of broke it down and just kind of inched my way to see. But I had to be upfront about it because there's
Mhm.
nothing worse than like starting off with like secrets. I feel like. Then, like you said, I feel like
Right.
everyone really enjoys dating, like the idea, right, of like dating a Playboy model or just a model in general. They like it. They like the idea. It's like the fantasy,
Right.
like having your fantasy
Like, oh, my
girl.
girlfriend's a model.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you love to project that, but at the end of the day, like you said, it is work. I'm not a sex kitten 24/7.
Mhm.
And they do get
Right.
intimidated because I feel like the fact that men are constantly fiending after you, or you get a lot of attention from all these different men, I think that makes them feel insecure in a way too, because then they kind of think to themselves like, oh well, she's not really gonna stay with me because whatever, she's just
Right.
she's just gonna go on to the next one. And I feel like if you're gonna date somebody like that, you have to be really secure within yourself if you're gonna
Mhm.
talk to a girl who, you know, like you has like, you know, 165,000 followers, you got to realize that I would say 70% of those are guys. And
Oh, more than that.
yeah, or 80 or not. Yeah. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I think
more than
maybe
that.
all my followers are pretty much
Yeah.
like, you know,
Mhm.
but you have to realize like if that is something that comes along with it. Like it's just
Yeah.
not like I'm dating this beautiful girl, this beautiful exotic woman, but the beautiful exotic woman comes with a lot.
Yeah, that comes with the territory. And they
Exactly.
also need to understand that, like, yes, we do get all of this attention thrown at us from all these different men, but it's not the attention we want. Like, it doesn't matter unless it's coming from the person that we specifically want the attention from.
Exactly. That is probably the best point. And that's really hard to get across sometimes, you know, because you're like, yeah, okay, well, this person's in my inbox. Okay, well, yeah, like this person, like blah, blah, blah. But it's like, yeah, that's a dime in a dozen. Like that happens every day, but like their attention doesn't matter to me. It means
Right.
nothing to me because I got 50 of those messages today.
Exactly.
You know? But the person that you really care about the most is the one that you want to tell you that you're beautiful, like you look good. I want to be able to not have to wear makeup. I don't want to have to be a sex kitten 24/7. Like sometimes I want to wear my fucking sweatpants and my bonnet and look a
Mhm.
mess, and I still want you to tell me like I'm beautiful. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
Exactly.
that is more comforting than you telling me like I look beautiful only on my best days. Of course I gotta look
Right.
good on my fucking best days. It's my best days, you know?
Exactly.
But it's the
Exactly.
everyday. How do you feel about me every day?
Yeah, exactly. And that's a big thing too, you know, because like you said, they have to make you feel like you're beautiful 24/7 when, you know, you got the weird bun on your head or the bonnet and you just, you know, your hair's not done, no makeup on, sweatpants, walking around the house, just regular. Like it's not because looks will fade. The looks will fade, and then what?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
looks will always fade. And that's like another thing too. It's like guys can get older, but it doesn't matter for them. They'll always find a way to date younger.
Exactly.
Women, we get older and it's like fucking the end of the world.
And you're done.
And you're done. You're go. Go
You're-
away. Go be old
Yep.
and decrepit in the house or something.
Exactly. Oh
Um,
God, that's what we get to look forward to. Thanks. God.
We'll be good. We'll be good for a while between the black girl magic and like
The Asian don't raisin.
yes, Asian don't raise and black don't crack. So we're
There
good.
you go. We're good. We're good.
We're just gonna wake up one day, like we'll be like 80, and then we'll wake up and be old all of a sudden.
Right. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
So have you okay, so what's like the most obscure or kind of like out there relationship that you think that you've been in, or I guess more so like something that's been completely opposite of anything that you've ever dated?
Ooh. I'd say probably when I was talking to this Asian dude. He was shorter than me. He wasn't in the best of shape, you know, just
Right. Right.
no hair, like bald. It's like everything that I just have never really gone for before, especially in all in one package.
Yes.
just checking off all the boxes here.
Everything just no, 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 no.
Yeah.
But here we
Right.
are.
And here we are. You know what? I tried it. Wasn't for me, you know. It was no, didn't really work out, but you know, I tried it. And now we're here.
And now we're here. And you know
now we're
what? I'm
here.
sure for like a period of time, like it was good. You know, you're like, okay, well, this person's like treating me good, or, you know,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of, you're like, no, I'm good.
And then you're like, oh, yeah. When we're talking about your personality, basing it on your personality, and then your personality starts to go down the drain too, then yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, like pick a struggle. Like you know, I'm not saying like if you have to, you know, you have to be like this perfect person, you have to be, you know, perfect personality. But like, I'm sorry, but if you just like with women, just like with humans and how we are as humans, we have every right to be attracted to or unattracted to what we want what we like and what we dislike.
Right.
But, like, if you are not, like, if you, and I don't want to sound arrogant, but like if you see me or you see you and I'm giving you a chance and all of a sudden you came at me, you were super sweet, you were super awesome, I fell in love with this person, and then all of a sudden the looks and the personality is gone,
Right.
then
I'm
what
out.
am I doing?
I'm leaving. That's what I'm doing.
Exactly.
I'm leaving. Good day
Yes.
to you, sir. Like,
Like, yeah, good day. Good day.
good day.
Because
I'm out.
I don't need the disrespect.
Right. And that's the thing too. I don't know if it's like a confidence booster when, you're talking to a guy who's not really the best looking out there, but like their personality's cool, whatever, and then they start being a dick and you're like, hold on, like, did you just get a confidence boost thinking like because you're talking to me, like now you can just talk to whoever and be an asshole? Like, no, this is not what we're gonna do.
No, and I've had that happen too. I've had that happen by a couple of guys where it was like, I'm like, okay, like this is great. I will say specifically before I started dating my partner now, I was like, I was in the dating scene and I was kind of giving one guy a little bit more attention than, I had a lot of guys on the roster. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I'm not committed to anybody right now. Like, I'm good.
Right.
So I gave this guy a chance. He'd like, he had like a crush on me, and I was like, okay, dude, like whatever. This happened. You know what? Now that I say this happened to me twice.
What?
Twice back before I ended up with my current partner.
Oh God.
So the first guy I had given him a chance. He like had this was before I had started shooting for Playboy. This was maybe like on the brink of me becoming a Playboy model. I'd say about 6 to 8 months before I shot for Playboy. He saw me like on my up and up, and I used to work with him, and he was my friend. He would give me rides to work, all these like different things. Like we were actually like friends.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in a relationship, baby mama situation type of thing.
Oh God. That's
which right there in itself, like if you got the baby mama drama, that's a killer.
Nope.
No, I don't do that.
No
like,
baby mama drama.
Out.
Yeah.
And at first it was okay. First they were like at bay, things were cool. I gave him.
It always is until she finds out that he's dating someone.
And that is exactly what happened. Found out shit got messy, but I gave him a chance, and he was like really cool in the beginning. I would say like the first like month he was pretty cool, and then shit started to go real south real quick. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute, no, like no. We're not doing all this. Like, I gave you a chance. You're gonna sit here and treat me like,
right?
And then
put me in the drama. Oh no!
Baby mama pops back up in the picture, and then I was like, okay, no, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not doing this whole messiness.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's just like horrible. And then like the second time it happened, it was my second relationship dating before I had met my current partner. So this guy, we go all the way back. He was a Hispanic gentleman, and we go all the way back to, I want to say elementary school.
Oh God.
And I mean, it was probably like 5th grade because I moved out here maybe like 5th or 6th grade. I don't know. But we go back from like 5th grade, right? And I kept denying him, whatever, life goes on. And then he caught me at a good time, so I gave him a chance. And then it was cool. Things were cool. And then this motherfucker disappeared in the thin air. He like disappeared. Like he didn't text me. He didn't call me. Like flew.
Dissipated into the thin air. Dissipated. He was like, ghosted.
I got ghosted. And I was like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I was like, okay, I thought we were like doing good. Like blah, blah, blah. Got fucking ghosted. I was like, okay, well, fuck you, bro. I'm not doing this. Like, I'm cool. I'm good on that. You waited like 15 years.
Wow.
And this is cool. I'm good.
Why is that, too? It's like you waited all this time just to waste it? Like, waste the chance, opportunity? Like, why?
Yes. But
don't get it.
As soon as I got into a healthy relationship, like a good relationship, he pops back up.
Yeah, his spidey senses were tingling. He was like, oh. It's time.
I think they get mad at because I don't chase. Like if you don't text me, like okay, I'll give you like a 2-3 date, whatever. I'll try you a little bit, but I don't change.
Right.
I'm not gonna be like, blowing up your phone. And I think that's what he wanted, but that ain't me. So
Yeah.
he messages me on Instagram and he goes, "I'm sorry. I normally just disappear."
I bet I bet block.
You know what I mean? And I was like, I didn't even respond. I didn't even respond because I was like, that's even more disrespectful.
Like, go see a therapist, bro. The fuck?
Yeah. And he was like
go
another
handle
one
your
that
shit.
wasn't like, he really was, he was a little out of shape and like, whatever, but he was still like, he was still good looking. I gave him a chance, but he wasn't. That's like the thing, when you give people a chance. I gave you a chance.
Like, I gave you a chance, and this is how you respect me? This is how you choose to take it? Oh.
Yeah, just leave me
audacity.
Alone. Don't
Yeah.
come back. Don't come back at that point. Like, you see that I'm happy with somebody else, and all of a sudden you want to pop back up.
Exactly. Just to see if you can still weasel your way back in. Nope, I'm good. Bye.
Like, what do you get out of that? Like, what do guys, I don't understand what they get out of it. I don't know if it's like you said, a confidence booster. Is it your ego?
I don't know. It's something. Stupidity.
Like, well,
straight stupidity.
Yeah, and I'm like, I was being nice to you. It's not like I was not, I was like trying to do the girlfriend thing, I guess. Like, not even girlfriend, I was dating. So I feel like there's a difference between like dating and then like being with someone.
Right.
Because like dating is like going out, seeing if you guys want to be together.
Yeah, exactly. Testing the waters, seeing if there's a connection, seeing if there's chemistry, and then if there is, then taking it to the next step further. But no. If you don't even, nope.
Well, that like bothers me too, because it's like, okay, I stepped out of my comfort zone.
Right.
And I got burned. And I don't know if it was because of like their confidence level. Maybe they felt insecure about themselves, so they felt like they had a shit on you or shit on me or like shit on the idea of like, okay, whatever, I got you. I'm that motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. And just go off to the next thing out there, like, okay.
And it's never better.
No, never.
It's never better. And I don't know. I've like blocked, like.
I love the block button.
Oh yeah.
I love the block button. I am great at blocking. I will cut you off and make you question your own existence.
Well, so that's how I am too. Like, I don't have time. Like, that's like, like if you.
I'm not gonna feed into that. No,
yeah,
I'm not gonna give you that energy. Nope.
Because then it's disrespectful to me. Then I'm disrespecting myself.
Exactly.
Like,
it's like, why would I waste more time and energy on you? You're not worth it. You're not even worth my time to think about. So bye. Block.
And I feel like they always think too, like, oh, well, these girls are beautiful. They probably already like suck up. They're probably mean. They're probably all these different things. And it's like, no, I'm actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I have been burned before, so my expectations are going to be like a little bit more higher,
Right. And our tolerance level is going to be a lot lower as well. And if that makes us a bitch, then so be it.
Exactly.
Just because I have high standards, all right, I'll be a bitch then.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, so now, I mean, because my partner now, we're 2 years deep. And like I said, it's always about how someone communicates with you and how they treat you. So for me, like, I am the kind of person that enjoys, like, if you call me over a text message, and you actually want to get to know me, like, I feel like that's a big difference, or consistency. Like, I like people who are consistent. So my partner now is pretty consistent. He was always consistent. And like, that caught my attention because it wasn't just like, are you trying to be consistent until you get in my pants? You like, because
and then it changes.
Yeah. And then it's like, okay, you're going to disappear. I was like, okay, and I've had that happen too. We all have.
Right.
But the consistency, and then like the fact of none of what I do as a person bothers you. And if I can sit here and spit the truth to you and you can just receive it well, I feel like that's like a very, and I don't mean like the truth and like I'm just like shitting on you. I mean like the truth and like who I am as a person, how I maneuver, who my friends are.
Yeah.
Like different things like that. Like,
because I'm a lot. I'm a lot to handle as a friend.
Yes, okay, like the Kelsey package.
Listen, exactly. Listen, if you're in a relationship with her, hello,
You get the Kelsey.
you get me.
And and I feel like if you're not able to handle that, then that means like you're not really able to be in my whole world.
Right. No, that's true. That's 100% true.
And
And
like
it's so much nicer when you can be transparent with someone and feel like you aren't being judged for, opening up and being transparent and telling them everything, you know?
yeah, exactly. I've been on dates where I feel like I can't be myself 100% because I have like an expectation,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you feel like you're just arm candy,
Right.
and I'm not arm candy. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I'm like
Yeah.
baked potatoes. Put a little hot sauce. I'm gonna get some heartburn.
All the hot sauce,
You
all the
know?
spice. Yeah,
You
no, I
make-
agree.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. If I wanted to just be arm candy, then you could just pay me to make you look good. Like that's not what we're here for. We're here
right.
to actually be real and be truthful and, get to know each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
said, it's like a dying thing. I feel like with all of the different, just like Tinder and things like that, there's so many people out there that are just like looking to hook up.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
another
Don't even get me started on Tinder. Don't even get me started on Tinder. Oh,
Here's one
God.
truth about me. I've never used Tinder.
Just don't. Just
Okay.
don't. I mean, I just I feel like Tinder has the reputation of like a hookup app. So it's just a whole different breed on there. Like I just can't. Like I switched over to Hinge because at least with Hinge, like they have to actually put in some effort by like answering questions. Like you have to answer, I think it was like 3 main questions that you have to fill out. And then like there's this whole survey thing to see with people that you're most compatible with. I don't know. It's just a lot different than Tinder, where their only bio in there is not looking for anything serious. Like, all right, kick rocks.
Right, exactly. And I feel like it's just like so shallow to just like swipe left, like swipe right. Like I'm like, you didn't even really
Right.
give it like any thought, It's like, oh no, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be one of those people, and of course
Yeah.
people take great pictures and then you see them in person.
Right. And then you're like, what happened?
What
What?
filter did you use?
What
You were clearly
filter?
5'4".
Right.
Your profile said 5'11".
You're like 5 foot, not a goddamn inch. Damn it.
Yes. So
Oh
are
my
you looking for something serious right now, or are you just kind of going out, just kind of trying out different things?
Right now I'm just going with the flow. I'm not looking for anything serious, but I'm also not looking for a hookup. So, because like if I wanted that, that is no problem. I could get that, but I don't. I'm good on that. So
Right.
I think that's why I kind of steered away from Tinder and went more to Hinge now. But yeah, I just because it's hard because now I work full time during the day. I do school full time after I get off work, and then my weekends are the only time that I have any availability. And usually, most of the time, if I can, I'll try to fit a photo shoot in.
Right.
So it's like, where am I supposed to meet someone? Like
Yeah,
a
it is
patient?
hard.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's hard. So I don't want to say that I'm like out there looking for anything serious because honestly, my expectations aren't very high because the expectations are the route to disappointment. So
They are.
they really are. So I'm just going with the flow. And if I find someone that I really click with, that I meet up with, and we have great chemistry and they're really cool and they make me laugh and I'm comfortable and everything, then awesome. If I don't, then I'm back at regular life and I'm doing the same thing. So, yeah, I don't think I'm actively looking for anything serious, but I'm not looking for anything serious.
I understand. Like you're out, you're putting yourself out there though. Like you are willing to accept it in your heart if
Yeah.
someone comes
I'm
along.
open to it. Yes, I'm open to it if it comes along. If not, cool. Like,
That's how I was too for like a while there. Like towards the end of like my like little dating scene, I was kind of on like a little bit of like a hiatus, like I said before I met Kyle. But I like my vibrator was my best fucking boyfriend. And I did not care. You
the
know, I was
shower head.
like yeah,
The
I was
shower
like,
head.
I am so cool with like going on dates with people, and I feel like when I say go on dates with people, I think a lot of people assume like I'm just fucking everybody. I'm like, no, the date was
Right.
cool. The amount of guys that walked me to the door, and I just like shut that bitch, and I was like, oh, thanks, it was so much fun. I'll see
Thank
you later. Bye.
you. Yeah, I hate that like just because you bought me dinner does not mean that you get a one-way ticket back to your place. Like, no.
No.
That's not how it works. No.
And I get it. Like I understand. Like I put out very tasteful, not tasteful. I mean, I put out some pretty like I put out some pretty erotic content. I get it. I get
Right.
Yeah, but that's work. I'm still a woman, and I still like to be treated like a lady.
And that's why I said, like, I feel like sometimes they get the wrong impression just from viewing our work and, those types of photo shoots and stuff. They're expecting this certain persona or this certain us acting a certain way when in actuality it's like, no, that was for work. Now we're here in real
I
life.
got paid for that.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I don't walk around here because I was like, most people, if they see me walking around every day, like they're gonna, same thing for you. They're not gonna know that I'm a fucking Playboy model. They're not gonna know.
Yeah, no. Definitely not.
Kind of like work that I do. Like they're not gonna know. No one's gonna know.
No.
Unless I walk around, and unless we were like, superstar famous.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So I guess we'll end on this tip. I know you talked about in the very beginning about physical things that you look for in a partner, but what are some of like on your checklist of like things that, so if a guy were to come and try and shoot his shot with you, what are things that you look for or like tips to give guys to pick up, girls? And I don't mean pick them up. I mean, at least give them the confidence booster to like talk to a girl.
Yeah. I mean, just realize that she's probably as nervous as you are. Like we're just as nervous, and the best thing that you can do is just like laugh it off. Just take things lightly. Don't be super serious. Just like be a good sport, have a good personality, joke around, just make light of the situation because I mean, shit, we're all a fucking joke. Like we're all, life is a fucking joke, okay? Like
yeah, it is. And you know what? And like being able to relax and be yourself, because like dating, like going on that first date, it's always awkward. It's always awkward on both ends, like making conversation. And like for me, just not the small talk. I don't like small talk. I'm like, it's so cringeworthy.
I want to talk about like aliens and Bigfoot. Like,
oh, there you go. I
want to talk about some weird shit. Okay, like I don't want to talk about what my favorite color is or what my fucking middle name is. Right?
Right. No, I don't care. No, let's talk about what's really going on. That's what got my attention, I guess. Like now with my current partner was he commented not on like my sexy photos, but I had a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt on. It started from there.
And that's how you knew.
That's how I knew. I told him my cat's name was Goku, and it was over for. It was a wrap, and here we are.
Right, and here you are 2 days. Oh my God, 2 years later. My bad, Kyle.
And I feel like it feels like like being with it, like honestly, like being in a friendship, like being friendly, like you want to be able to.
You guys should be each other's friend. At the end of the day, like you guys should be able to lean on each other and have that friendship and that compatibility and that comfort level to where you feel comfortable just like sharing information with them as they are your friend because they are.
Yeah, you have to be your friend because if I can't joke with you, if I can't laugh with you, if I can't be mean to you. Because I can be mean, and I don't be mean and like I'm gonna, just be hateful. I mean, like just talking shit, being sarcastic.
Yes, yeah. Just take a joke. Oh my God, because I am so sarcastic, and I feel like sometimes people who don't have the same sense of humor as me will like get offended or just be like, "Oh God, like she's kind of mean." Like, no, I'm just never mind.
Yeah, you're like, I guess that went
Yep.
south very quickly.
Right.
I
Yeah.
was just joking.
Yeah. No,
But
I agree. But that would be my tip. And also, if you're super nervous, just say it. Like I'll laugh and be like, "Sorry, my bad. Like I'm nervous.
yeah,
Don't mind me." Like, like just laugh it off. Laugh at each other, laugh at yourself, and then do a shot. Like
exactly. Like let's take the edge off. Like let's do something. Like
exactly.
break the ice. And
Yes.
yeah, like
Over dinner, over food, not just drinks, you assholes. God, I can't. If anyone invites me out for just coffee or just drinks, like, no. Just
no.
no. And if I have to pick the place too,
No.
I am retracting my acceptance to your
No.
date.
No. You got to put in the work. I don't care what no one says. You got to put in the work. Guys should still have to put in work for the relationship.
Exactly. Like you can ask me like what type of food do you like, or do you have a certain food that you don't like, so you can kind of get a feel, or just surprise me. But like, don't make me pick out like the restaurant, the day, the time, and everything. Like, damn, I gotta do everything. I gotta do my hair, makeup, pick out an outfit, shave, and pick out the restaurant. You got me
and
fucked
show up.
And show up. You got me fucked up.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. And it's true. It's true. Put in some work, put in some time, put in some effort, and be confident within yourself. Like I said, I've gotten hit on by dudes with no teeth, but they were hella confident in themselves.
Right? And you know what? You remember that.
You do.
Remember,
You're like, oh, okay.
I mean, you also remember they had no teeth, but they were a confident, toothless person.
I've dated so many different types of guys. Big, small, smaller than me, bigger than me. I've dated, everything.
Yeah.
So I feel like, guys should be more confident within themselves and go talk to like the girls that you want to go talk to. Because in my mind, that's just with anything in life, is like the worst answer is no.
Yeah. Or the worst thing is not even trying in the first place and seeing if it's a no, because it could have been a yes. Yeah, but you'll never know now.
Yes, a closed mouth don't get fed. A closed mouth don't get head. So open your So open your mouths, open your mind.
I like that. I like it.
And like let it into your heart. Like, it's 2021, and I think we're kind of hitting a wall when it comes to people that just wants like the quickness. I think people are actually, they want to be treated like humans, not like computer screens, not like instant gratification left or right. I think a lot of women and men, they want to be loved, they want to be touched, they want to hug, they want to cuddle.
Yeah. When you're with the right person. Yeah, definitely.
With the right person. Don't ever and like another thing too, don't force yourself to be in an unhealthy relationship,
Nah.
Yeah.
Nobody got time for that. It's 2021. We are not doing that anymore. No. Nope. Leave the toxicity behind.
All of it.
All of it. Yep. I agree.
Alcohol.
Well, then we're inviting it all in. All of it. Bring it. Oh, God.
Do you have any last words for our listeners today?
No, I mean, like I said, just to recap, just be yourselves. Just take it jokingly. Don't take it too seriously. And be transparent. If you're nervous, tell her you're nervous. If you're not, and you're like, I'm excited to be here, I'm so happy you decided to go out on a date with me, like, just say that. Break the ice. Like, break that shit.
Yeah, don't be nervous. Just do something. Do something. Intrigue me, or else you're gonna make me feel like you don't want me, and I feel awkward, and you're awkward, and it's just all this whole
and then we're done. And you never hear from me again.
Disappeared, fizzled out.
You blocked.
Well, you guys heard it here. Just a little relationship advice. I mean, hopefully I answered William's question for him. And gave a little bit more insight on what he wanted to hear.
Yes.
And as always, you guys can find Ms. Kelsey Skye on Instagram. And I will definitely have all of her information available.
Hey, thanks.
As usual.
Hey, thanks.
Yes. But until next time, you guys can follow us on Instagram and Twitter under hustlebunny_pod. And until next time, we'll chat with you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.